Yeah, today I just want to come on here and just have a quick talk about, trusting the process. Trusting the process as a creative being, trusting the process just as a human. And, for me personally, as a music producer, as a creative, just somebody that's, you know, creative with their time. Have a discussion about, you know, trusting the process because I know it can definitely be hard to put trust in something you don't quite see yet, or you feel like you're just not really seeing results, or that's just part of the process, you know what I mean? Like, and that's with creativity too. Like that's with, you know whether it's art that you make, or whether it's clothes, whether it's, you feel me, if you a barber, if you make beats as well, producing, make songs, whatever the case is, there's always going to be that creative struggle, right? In that struggle of, trusting the process, and being like, well, is this even worth it? Is it ever going to be worth it? And I'm here to just tell you guys it definitely is. I'm here to tell myself that it's worth it. Like everything that you put into your craft, like even day-to-day stuff, like going to work, you know, doing good at work, making sure you're having that bread. So then when an opportunity does present itself, you might be ready. It might cost a little bit, but you know what I mean? If you don't take the risk of putting in some sort of effort to get where you want to go, nothing's gonna change. And people always say scared money don't make no money. So, I mean, I think there's that aspect as well, as being able to stay down and hustle, to make things happen as well, which I see is a struggle in itself as well, just staying motivated and wanting to do that as well. So I could understand that part, but at a certain point, we just gotta understand, like, if we really want some shit to shake, we definitely we gotta put forth the effort, put forth our best pretty much. But I do have some points I wanna touch on. Um, let's see. I think there's another thing here, is just the community culture as well. Like I plan on just, like, you guys see me, I'm literally putting myself out there right now. I'm about to go to work in the next, like, 30-45 minutes, and I'm trying to push this video out. And what I mean, I've never always been like somebody that wants to talk in front of a camera, so I'm definitely working on it. I'm recording with my phone right now. That's how
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say.
that this shit is a little bit deeper for me than just making beats. We all should push to have a little bit more community as creatives as well, just because I feel like that's pretty much what gets us going places. It's not, and I'm gonna pull out another old ass quote. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? And I have seen this situation so many times, like, actually play a part in my life and a part in other people's lives as well. It's not about what you know all the time. It's, I feel like halfway it's what you know, and it's kind of halfway it's who you know. So, you know what I mean, get out there and try to network, DM people. Don't just be, that you're on Instagram all the time, but you're constantly just, you're liking, you're not really engaging, you're not really commenting, you're not really putting your foot forward to really reach out and connect to people and connect with people. Um, that's something I'm definitely working on more, um, as of this year as well, is just reaching out to people. People will relate a little bit better and will understand where you're coming from a bit more if you just reach out. you get to meet new people, like, and that's why I wanted to start dropping videos on YouTube as well, just touching on these subjects as well, because it's like you can't just stay like in your room or in your garage or in your grandma's basement or in your mom's basement just cooking up all day and like wondering, well, like when is it going to be my turn, or when, you know what I mean, why don't people know about me, or why don't, because you're not putting that foot forward to actually connect and reach out to people and build that community, right? So I think that's another thing. um I do want to go a little deeper on this kind of video as well, but just because it's a little earlier and I have to go to work. I'm just trying to get together a quick little video, and honestly, I feel like the points that I am making here are going to be valid for those who know, and for those who feel like it's valid for. Um, and also, just touching back on the trust in the process, man. There's going to be progress that you can't see yet. Progress that you cannot see yet. That means instant gratification. That's what I was looking for. I feel like I struggle with this too. A little bit less now, but I struggled with the instant gratification part of things, as a music producer. Um, and that shit's just not gonna cut it. You gotta sometimes you gotta just put in the work, and sometimes you're gonna be putting in work, and nobody's gonna notice that you've been working so hard on something. Because then it's like when it comes out, it's on to the next thing, and that's just how everything is built nowadays. Which is why it's important to have that community again. That goes into what I'm saying right now. That progress you can't see yet. I think that's the best thing to have, the best way to have it. Just so then you can really build something that really means something, that's really intentional, that's really meaningful, and that's what I'm trying to go for. That's what I plan on going for, just as a producer, like somebody that likes to just put in that work, bro, and build something beautiful, bro, and connect with people, man, on the back end of things, because at the end of the day, you get your name out there, you're working with the back end, or you're just showing your face in general, or showing love in general, and interacting, commenting, just showing love in general. I feel like people are gonna notice that, as well as, oh damn, bro supported me. Let me go check out, you know what I mean? Or they might just run across your stuff one day because you've been working on something that they haven't been able to see yet. Um, and by that time, you know what I mean? Sometimes things just click like that, and you never even know like who's talking about, you know what I mean, this beat or this song that you helped work on, or whatever the case was when you were in the studio, or whatever the situation is. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, don't be doing no janky shit, because that's gonna obviously it's that's gonna affect you negatively. But you know what I mean, just be cool, bro. Show love. You already know, bro. Letting go of comparison. Letting go of comparison, dog. It ain't no way. There's no way and no reason why you should be comparing your timeline to somebody else's timeline. Everybody else's timeline is different. And at the end of the day, I do want to just help y'all put this in perspective as well. If you're thinking about your timeline, right, and you're comparing it to somebody that's been working on something, been, like I said, been working on that, been getting that progress that you even haven't been able to see, right? You're not able to see all of your all of your progress, because you're comparing yourself to other people's, you know what I mean? You're comparing your timeline to other people's timeline, and there's somebody else on their timeline that's looking at your timeline like, damn, bro, like, how do I get there? You know what I mean? So it's like everybody has a timeline, right? And like your, like, where you're at with your journey is any less important or any less, you know what I mean, any less like in general than the next person, the next man or woman, the next artist, the next producer, whatever the case is, because you don't get to see other people's failures. Like that's another thing. You don't get to see other people's failures. You don't get to see that, right? And that goes off of, like I just said, not seeing that progress. You don't get to see what's happening behind the scenes of everybody else as well. And you don't get to see their failures. A lot of people nowadays, they don't show, people don't like to show their failures. You know what I mean? They don't show the realness because that's just what the day we're in, bro. People don't want to just keep it real. Um, and also it's kind of like it is. I think it is also okay to just take the L and move on. Like I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, everybody needs to see your failures. Everybody, like I don't believe that at all. No. But the point I'm trying to make is you can people take L's and they can move on as well. And I think that's where we get the we get it confused, like people aren't showing their failures versus people just trying to take the L and move on because, that shit don't feel good. But sharing that would also help a lot of people, um as far as what they're going through. If they're going through the same situation, I think it is helpful to have that information just because, yeah, we do have idols. We have people that we look up to. So it's sometimes it does feel good to be able to relate um that way as well. I know it feels good to me sometimes. I'd be like, oh shit, he did that too, or she did that too. Damn, okay, well this is how you get around it, right? This is how you get around that now. And you don't make that mistake again. Said it's your process, it's nobody else's. It's your timeline, nobody else's. It should be personal to you. That goes into comparison as well. If you're out here comparing yourself to somebody else and you don't even know their story, you know what I mean? Or you don't know what they had to do to get there. Like we don't even be knowing sometimes what people be doing to get, where they are. So don't you got to be careful when you do that as well. And just be in competition with, it's friendly competition, right? We want to be in friendly competition. We don't want to be in so much competition that we're like getting down on ourselves. Because that shit don't feel good. I mean, that shit don't feel good at the end of the day when you got enough people, you know, going through, what they're going through, and then you do that to yourself as well. Oh my cat, chill. Let me get a sip of this smoothie. Uh, Let me see. And another one I put down here as well. This is low key gonna be kind of a long video, but I don't care. I just felt like this needed to come out of my brain today. Also, I'm probably gonna make another video like this, but I'll like get it a little more organized. I'm working on learning how to edit my videos properly, and stuff like that. So this one's probably gonna come out. This is probably gonna be like my first video. So I'm gonna post this one, and then that next one you guys get, you're gonna see eh, the progress. So I'm gonna show you all the progress from that, and then let me see if there's another thing I wanted to bring up here. Oh yeah, this one right here. That's what I was gonna say. So Another thing I wrote down here is small wins matter, man. Small wins matter more than, you know, the big huge breaks, the blow ups that everybody talks about, you know what I mean? And the small wins matter, bro. Like the small steps that it took you to get somewhere, or like even if you're reaching out to another producer to cook up, or an artist asks you for, you know what I mean, like a beat, or you sold your first beat. This is okay. This is my example of my first, I feel like my, not my first small win, but it's a goal that I had, and I finally did it like a minute ago. But I do remember it because it was a goal of mine. So the goal that I had for myself was sell my first beat for like 50 bucks. Boom. That took, it didn't happen overnight. It definitely took a little bit. It definitely took me, you know, needing to market my beats, and put a little bit of money in it. But yeah, I had gotten an artist to basically, bro wanted to buy my beat. Sold my first beat for like 50 bucks. And I was like, bro, I mean, it was only 50 bucks, but I mean, that's half of 100. That's progress, if you ask me, from somebody that was making $0 off of making beats. Selling that beat was a goal that I had, and I was able to check that shit off the checklist, and I was super happy about it. And that was a small win that I had. You got to enjoy your wins, man. You really have to enjoy your wins, because at the end of the day, nobody else is nobody else is gonna do it for you, for real, unless it's your friends that are hyping you up or whatever. But you gotta make sure you're taking those wins in, bro, and really just appreciating that shit, bro. Really taking note of it. Really taking a note of that. Like, damn, like, bro, I really did that. I did that. Like, I said I was gonna do it, and I did it. No matter how long it took, or whatever the case was. Some things take time, especially when you're starting, when you're just starting as an artist or producer or whatever the case is. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, so you got to be happy about those. Don't let anybody take your joy, or anything like that, because people will. Other than that, you know, I would say another small win is just learning, because I cook up with FL Studio. So I try to, I'm still trying to just figure out new shortcuts, how I can make, you know, just navigating FL a little bit quicker. Because I want to be cracked one day. Like, I want to be cracked one day, going, you know what I mean? So, like, if you can find a new shortcut even on FL or whatever you're using to create your beats, or create, or whatever it is you make, find that shortcut and take that as a win, bro. These are small wins that we should be really taking in. Like, you know, you went to work, or whatever the case was. I'm making a video before I'm about to go to work. That's dedication. I'm gonna take that once I post this. I'm taking that as a win. I'm already taking it as a win, just because this is not something I do all the time. It's something I'm just starting. So I know there's gonna be points where, you know, days where I don't feel like making a video, but you know what? We're just gonna keep pushing out videos, man. And we're gonna keep building the community here. I think I follow a lot of this stuff that I wrote here as well, that I wrote here that I wanted to put into this video. Um, we pretty much went across, you know what I mean, creative struggles, you know what I mean, the community culture, stuff like that, progress you can't see, you know, the ugly stage. Um, Repetition, letting go of comparison, and the small wins that matter, bro. Like, all of these things, I just want y'all to, whoever sees this video in the next year or few years or years to come, like, just know everybody has a starting point, and like literally the sky is, I hate the saying the sky is the limit, because I would like to think niggas can go past that, but who knows? Like, I would say the sky is not the limit, bro. The sky is not the limit, bro. Like, the limit is way beyond the sky, bro. Like, outer space, you know what I mean? Like, out in the, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I like to look at things. Um, but anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this information. Let me know if you guys think or what you guys think I should talk about in my next video here. Yeah, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna start posting a lot more things on this channel, just based off my personal life. And I feel like I could help a lot of people. Um, whether you're creative or not, just personally or whatever the case is. But yeah, drop a comment what you guys think I should add into the next video or talk about in the next video. Subscribe. My Instagram handle is you love Tony, ULUVTONEE. You love Tony. And that's pretty much my handle for any social media. Other than that, um, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Like I said, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.